Welcome to the JavaScript for Pen Testers course at Pen Tester Academy. Now in this video, we will look at the solution to task 14. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So in task 14, we needed to find John's email address using an XSS vulnerability on this page and display that email address in the div tag with ID result. Now, if we look at the source code of the page, you would actually find a very useful hint in there which says email can be obtained via get request to lab web app jfp 14 email with params as name equals John. Now, this is a very common scenario which you would like to use once you discover an XSS. Maybe there are certain actions you would like to do on behalf of the user, and this can be accomplished by going ahead and putting in JavaScript to do your bidding. So in this example, we are retrieving John's email address, which is actually available on a different page on the website, and using an XSS on the current page, we will go ahead and get his email. So let's jump right in. Now let's actually do the following. Let's write this together. I'm opening a script tag, closing it. Now I'm going to go ahead and create an XML HTTP request to do the job. So var request equals new XML HTTP request, and basically what we want to open is request.open. We want to do a get. We can go ahead and copy the URL for the get from this page in here. So let's paste that in. And then finally we want this to be asynchronous, and then we do our request.send. Now in this case, we would like to process the response which we are receiving from the server, and hence we are going to go ahead and write a handler which will go ahead and be invoked when we will get a response from the server. So here is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a request.onReady state change, and let's rope in the function to execute when this happens. And inside the function, I'm going to do a quick check, which is if request.ready state equals 4, which really means that we have data waiting from the server, and also ensure that it's a 200 OK and not really an error scenario. And inside of this, once we receive that data, which is going to be text data, we will go ahead and populate that inside the div with ID result. So this should be simple. If you recall, document.get element by ID, and the ID is result inner HTML, and this is basically going to be equal to the response we received from the server. So this would actually be request.response text. So there we go. Now let me just quickly go through this to ensure we have what we need. Seems okay to me. So let me go ahead and encode this, copy this out, and if you recall, the variable where we have the XSS is URL. I'm going to copy this out, paste our code in there, and enter. And if you notice at this point it says unknown email over here, simply because we haven't passed the params. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's decode this again, and in here we are going to put question mark, and if you recall, name equals John, which is what was mentioned in here. The params were not put in. So let's go ahead, encode this, copy this out, go back in here, paste this one, and there we go. If you notice, it says john@securitytube.net is the email. Fantastic. So as you can clearly see how it is possible for us to go ahead and write JavaScript and run other functions impersonating the user, with the server. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video and this was interesting. And if you're enjoying your time at Pentester Academy, then we would really appreciate if you can recommend us to your friends and colleagues in the InfoSec community. Thank you.